Hello, you guys, and welcome to Gentle Chair Yoga. We're here at Beauty Within Yoga Studio in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, and to my left I have Leslie. Leslie's going to be showing some modifications to the chair poses that we're doing today. And in light of this feeling of panic that's all over the world right now, I thought about a word today that is within the 8 limbs of yoga, and that word is satya. And satya means your true being, what you're put on this earth to be here for. And while we're in this downtime, I thought maybe we could all go within because we can't go without. I mean, everything's closed. So let's go within and try to cultivate a wisdom, maybe that's been dormant for a long time within us, or a talent such as maybe you can start playing the guitar, or maybe you could be an artiste, or possibly even a plumber. I've had to do that already. I mean, you never know, right? But getting back to chair yoga, there is a need in the community for chair yoga because some of us are not quite as flexible and mobile as others due to broken legs healing, due to you're 10 months pregnant or whatever. And this offers the same poses that we do in Hatha Yoga, Vinyasa Flow, except you will have the support of the chair. And Leslie will demonstrate how the support of the chair is standing, and I will demonstrate the support of the chair sitting. So with that, let's start with the most important thing, which is pranayama, which is the breathing mantra. And make sure the only thing with your chair that you will need is a chair with no arms. And also that the chair, your feet are flat on the floor, and that your knees are coming directly out and your legs are not dangling. Now, we don't have that problem because we're long, tall Sally, but some of you guys need to adjust your chair because we can't have this. You won't get the same benefits from it. So we're going to start out with our feet flat, ankles directly under the knees, and we're going to, as we inhale up, we're going to count to 5. So let's inhale up, bringing our hands up, bringing that air down into a big cleansing belly, big old balloon, fingertips kiss, and we'll pause for 2. And let's exhale down to the count of 6 if possible. And let's do that again. Let's inhale up, breathing all the way into your back, expanding your rib cage. This is a good chance you have to expand your rib cage. And exhale down. As we exhale, let's zip up those tight jeans. That belly button comes in. We get rid of all that bad air. Let's do another one of these. Inhale up. And exhale slowly down. This time we're going to make sure that we are sturdy in our seats. No dizziness, no falling out of your chair. We're going to take our right hand only comes up as we follow our palm on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lengthen out to the side wall, lengthening and stretching out that right side body as we look up under our arm toward the ceiling, gently twisting the abs. Exhale, exhale, get all the bad air out, and then come back up on the inhale and back down. And let's do another one of these on the right. It'll be your all's left if I am mirroring you. And exhale, lengthening out, coming back down. Now let's do the other arm. Make sure you're sturdy in your seat. And inhale up. And exhale, let's lengthen out, looking up, lengthen that arm. And inhale back up and come down again. Let's do that one more time on that side. Inhale up. And exhale. Lengthen that other side body, whether it's left or right, whichever one you're doing now. Let all the bad air out and come back up. Okay. Next one, we're going to drag our knuckles in the air. Gently drag them up on the inhale. And as we come down, hands to heart space, let's lift our right leg up. Let all the bad air out. Come back down and let's inhale, drag our knuckles up. On the inhale, on the exhale, let's bring that left leg up. Getting rid of all that bad air, keeping those shoulders squared, keeping that S curve in the spine. And let's do another one of those on the right side. Inhale up. Exhale, bring that right knee up. Keeping that nice posture, keeping those shoulders squared up. And one more on the left. Let's inhale up. Exhale, let's lift that left leg up. And gently placing that down. This time we're going to inhale our arms out like beautiful ballerina arms. Big old inhale. Feel that balloon belly filling up with air. And let's give ourselves a big hug. Loving kindness today. Exhale. We need loving kindness. Inhale back out. This time let's bring our hands to clasp behind us. Should be a little hole in the back of your chair, or scoot up if you don't have a little hole in the back of your chair. Pull down with the clasped hands. Make sure your shoulders are nice and squared up. So we're going to inhale. We're going to lift those hands on the inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring them around to our right side as if we're holding hands with ourselves. Exhale. Inhale back again. Exhale, bring them up on the left side. Inhale back. And exhale on the right side. And inhale back. And come on down. Back to neutral now. We're going into cat-cow. And I am going to remain seated here. And Leslie is going to turn her chair facing her with the seat facing you. With your feet will be pretty close to the seat of the chair, whatever's comfortable for you. And as you inhale, come down to the seat and let's inhale up, putting our heart space up to the sky, squaring up our shoulders, lifting that throat up, lifting that chin up on the inhale. And on the exhale, arch your back like a cat. Let all that bad air out. And let's inhale another big cow. Yes. This is very good for warming up the spine. Let's do about 3 more of these because this is the best one I can think for warming up the spine. Inhale up. And you've got your option here. You can stay seated like me or stand up like Leslie. Either one is fabulous. Sinking that belly button into that spine. And then inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more here. Inhale, cow. And slowly exhale. Get rid of all that bad air. Very good. Okay, let's come back to neutral position. We're going to go into the warriors. Same warriors that we would be doing in a regular everybody yoga class. Except Leslie's going to be standing up. She's going to take her chair, if you decide to do it this way, and she's going into a lunge. Me, since I choose to sit, I'm going into the lunge. Your thighs should be covering the top of this seat. Your toes should be pointed forward. Your back leg should be in a lunge, arch, not collapse, so we don't want to see this. We want to see flat and knee slightly bent. And get your balance here. And Leslie's in a gentle lunge right now. We have room to go further. And when she goes further, I want to emphasize, do not bend out past your toes. Keep your ankle under your knee. That's very important. So on the inhale, let's point our fingertips all the way up to the ceiling on the inhale. And let's keep those shoulders squared up. Inhale a big belly breath and exhale it out. Let's inhale up. Let's clasp our hands together here. And on the exhale, drop those hands behind your head, squeezing those elbows into your ears. Very important here to keep squared up shoulders and squeezing in on the exhale. Take another breath here. Exhale out. Inhale, let's come back up. Fingertips pointing back into a nice warrior one. And let's slowly drop down into warrior two. Your gaze goes to that front wall as you're keeping it above your index fingers. And what I'm going to be doing is on the inhale, I will be lifting my arms back to warrior one and lowering them down. Leslie will be lifting up into warrior one and then slightly bending deeper into that lunge on warrior two. So let's adjust your chair just a little bit. Let's inhale up into warrior one. And exhale down to warrior two. Bending slightly deeper in, whatever's comfortable. Inhale up. And exhale, warrior two. One more of these. Inhale up. And exhale down to warrior two. This time we're going to go into warrior three. So we are going to swing. That back hand is going to come up, meet the front hand. And the standing chair girl, Leslie, is going to grab the back of the chair and go into the balance where we are going to stay seated here and hold this for several breaths. And that's a nice way to get used to going into a real warrior three. You can bend over like a teeter-totter as far as it'll let you, however you're comfortable with that. And we're going to stay here for several breaths because that really works with the thigh, the balancing leg, the thigh that you're standing on. Really good workout for that. So let's take 2 more breaths here. And come back into warrior two. We have one more on this side. We're going to come down. I'm going to bend my elbow at a 45, and so is Leslie. And we're going to slowly lower it. She's going to bring her elbow down to the back of the chair for support while I come down to my knee. And we inhale up, 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 and over point to the front of the room, letting all that air out. Trying to twist and keep looking up at the ceiling if possible. Another breath here. Flip that palm out and come on back to warrior two. And then back to neutral, and we shall do the other side. If you're sitting, you just switch directions, kind of pivot around. Come back into a lunge. Make sure your thigh is totally on the seat of the chair and that your foot is not collapsed. That's the big thing here. Let's inhale up into warrior one. Making sure those shoulders are squared up. Gaze can be wherever is comfortable. Arms as straight as you can get them. And let's clasp our hands. And gently on the exhale, bend those clasped hands down to the back of your head, or as far as you can reach. You can keep your lower limbs parallel with the ceiling if you'd like. And take a couple breaths here. And let's inhale up, back into warrior one. And come down gently into warrior two. Gaze stays out along those fingers. And we're going to inhale up, back to warrior one. And then Leslie is going to, on warrior two, Deepen her lunge. And inhale up. And exhale down. One more of these because I like them. Inhale up. And exhale down. Let's swing that back arm, outside arm up into warrior three. Leslie plants her hands on the back of the chair and leans in as far as she can using that chair for balance. Real good way to balance. Someday you can throw away the chair and do that without the chair, but not today. Take a few more inhales here, a few more deep breaths. And you can micro bend that knee that you're balancing on because that may help you a little bit. But really feel the good that that's doing. Balancing poses get every single muscle in your body. Another breath here. And one more breath here. And let's come back down to warrior two. Let's bend that front elbow at a 45 and lower down as we bring that back palm up and over on the inhale. And on the exhale, try to keep that torso twisted so that you're looking up at the ceiling with your gaze. Take a few breaths here. And let's inhale up and come back to a neutral position. The next thing we're going to do is pigeon. So Leslie will need to turn her chair around to face or wherever's comfortable. The chair pigeon is seated. And you can do this chair pigeon sitting at your desk at work if you ever get back to work, which hopefully we will. But you can do it anywhere. You can do it when you're sitting out on your daily stroll, wherever. Stop at a park bench. Let's lift that right leg up and gently place the outside of the ankle on the left knee. And the important thing here is that your toes are pointed flexed up towards your knee. Some of us are more flexible than others. The important thing here is you feel this in the gluteus, I will say minimus, the gluteus minimus, not maximus ever, okay? So let's inhale up, get the big balloon belly of fresh air, and then hinge at the hips and go forward, letting it all out. Letting it all out. Sticking your head out, kind of like a turtle sticks his head out, if you can possibly. Trying to be aware of the S-curve in the spine as we're leaning forward. And on the inhale, let's come back up. Then let's inhale and take another hinging at the hips, getting rid of all the bad air. And you can take a few breaths here while we're down. I just want you to make sure you get that lengthening feel of the ham. Everybody wants to lengthen the ham. Everybody. And let's inhale back up. And let's gently set that leg down. It's time for the other leg. Let's lift that back up. Get that situated there. Outside of your ankle, just on the top of your knee, other knee. And make sure the foot is flexed. That really helps with keeping the knee in place. So I'm going to inhale up a big belly of fresh air. And exhale down, hinging at the hips, keeping the spine in the S-curve the best you can. Letting all the bad air out, all that bad air. Take a couple breaths while we're down, feeling that in the opposite gluteus minimus and the ham. I feel my hams are stretching right here. I love it. So let's inhale back up. Take a couple of cleansing breaths. And then another big inhale and collapse forward down into. Okay, let's slightly, gently place that foot back down. Now we're going to do a little bit of knee hugging. So we're going to start out with a big inhale and bring out our beautiful ballerina arms. And on the exhale, lift that right leg, bring it in, hold it there for a second, and let's do another big inhale. And on the exhale, try to pull that kneecap into your armpit. I know that's impossible, but that's the direction we want it to go on the exhale. Inhale up, and then exhale. Kneecap into armpit. All the while, we're thinking about our nice squared up shoulders and our nice, wonderful posture. It's perfect. So let's take another inhale. On this inhale, the left arm lets go of the leg and comes out into a beautiful ballerina arm. Exhale. Inhale up, and exhale, squeeze that knee in again. Inhale up, and now the right arm comes out, but the knee stays up. Magical. So let's inhale up, and on the exhale, try to squeeze that knee into the armpit. Now let's inhale up, and on the exhale, let's extend that leg toward the front of the room. Foot parallel with the wall that's in front of you. And let's inhale up here. Exhale out. Little Darth Vader sounds. Very good. 2 more breaths here. Inhale up. Exhale out. Little thigh work here. Another big inhale up. And exhale, let's come on down. Come on down, down, down. Very good. A little bit strenuous there. Let's do the other leg. Inhale out with beautiful ballerina arms. And exhale, bring that left knee in. Hug it in. Kneecap to armpit. Shoulders squared up. S curve in the back, sitting on your sits bones like a little statue. Inhale up. Squeeze that knee in. This time on the inhale, let's take the right arm out. Left knee still being held by the left arm. So inhale again and squeeze it in tighter. Inhale up, squeeze it in tighter. Inhale up, and let's take the left hand out. Another big inhale here, and squeeze that knee into the armpit, or as close as you can get it there too. Another big inhale. And on the next exhale, let's extend that leg out, keeping the thigh up off of the seat of the chair if you can. The more the better. Take a big inhale. Slowly let it all out. 2 more of these here. Inhale up. Exhale out. Another big inhale up. Exhale it all out. And slowly come back. And I have one last kind of a relaxing pose here I'd like to do before we totally rest. So let's sit up on the edge, scoot up kind of on the edge of your chair, digging your heels in. And make sure you got some traction there because you don't want to fall out of your chair, but this is the ragdoll. So we're going to inhale up a big belly, walk slowly down our legs, folding forward, coming down as far as you can get to where your palms are between your legs and you're relaxing your ankles on the floor. And we have different levels of flexibility, so some of you may be able to go all the way down, some halfway down, but wherever, come back into the breathing that you started when we first started this class today. Your easy breathing, your comfortable breathing. Don't count, nothing. Just breathe and relax your lower back, falling into this kind of like a noodle. Relaxing those ankles where lots of our tension and anxieties are held in our ankles. You can also feel this in the lengthening of the backs of the legs all the way from the ankles up to the hamstrings. So come into some breathing. If you want to breathe or whatever pattern, it's yours. It's all yours, however you want to do it. Most of your weight should be on your palms on the floor. This is kind of getting our heart lower than our pelvic area, which is very good for you if you can do that several times during the day. It gets the blood flowing in a different direction. And when you're ready and you've had enough of this, slowly walk up from your ankles, little by little, your one vertebrae at a time. And let's sit back in our chair just a little, still with really good posture. And I want to leave you just with one little thought, and that is, may my inner light shine so brightly that it clears all the obstacles and shine so brightly that it clears the path for others. So let's inhale one big last inhale up and bringing our hands down to heart space. Namaste. Thank you.